Okay, let's do it. This is Halloween. This is Halloween right here. I think wow, that costume just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it does.
I think everyone can guess what I am without me having to say it. So I'm just going to leave that up for the folks. Woo!
Benjamin Frankfurt.
Benjamin Franklinfurter.
Frankfurter.
Frank-
Benjamin Frankfurter.
Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Frankfurter. That's me.
What's a Frankfurter?
Frankfurter. It's like a hot dog.
It's a hot dog.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know.
You never
that.
you never heard of a hot dog called a Frankfurter?
No.
I think it might be a specific kind of hot dog. But
Gotcha. Dude, this thing's nice.
yeah, it's the Haunted Mansion type thing.
Yeah,
I thought you'd like it.
I do.
And I kind of want it for my house, too, so it works all around.
Give him a little tickle under the chin.
Yep. Well, it's been quite the week, huh? For something.
It's Monday.
It's probably, yeah, boy,
But it
and
has
boy are
been
my
quite the
arms
week.
tired. You
I'm
know what
gonna
I'm
move this forward. Is that okay?
It might block me. That's the only reason I had it there.
Can I move it backwards?
Yeah, just be careful.
The
That tombstone is for sure incredibly flammable.
Flammable?
That's got to be like the most,
the
second most flammable
the
thing in the room
flame
after me.
was fucking with my was fucking with my eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah, no worries.
You know, because it was in between us.
Yeah, that's why I like it. It could be a little seance action
No,
going on,
I
you know?
it was like it's right in eye shot. So all I could see was
Yeah, that's me. That's how I like to be portrayed.
Yeah, I
That's how I
couldn't,
like to be viewed.
I couldn't do it. Oh, me closer, Tony Danza. No, Andy, listen. It's you know, 'tis the season, and we got it going on in here. Shout out to the spookiness.
Yep.
R.I.P. The smell of the candles.
Yeah, it does smell a little weird.
It smells like blood candles.
Jinkies. Could have done Velma for the Who Would Win or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you think of anybody go against Velma during the episode,
fuck
we'll do
Velma.
it, but I think it's pretty good.
She's
I think Velma, Velma, the argument's been made that she is like the complete backbone of the mystery gang.
yeah.
And I've always subscribed to that. But, I think one of the reasons that she hasn't gone out solo is maybe she's just like intolerable to listen to.
She did go out solo. In
in the live action
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo movie. And they also, at the beginning of Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, the best of the Scooby-Doo animated films, they are all like separate. They go like their separate ways. And in that version, though, she owns a mystery bookstore. I don't remember what she's doing in the live action Scooby-Doo.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What did you buy the hot dog and then realize you had the pieces to also go Benjamin Franklin, or did you intentionally buy Benjamin Franklin hot dog?
No, so this is we had this stuff from 4th of July, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So, well, I was just thinking like it was probably the moment I opened my eyes. This is the very first thought I had this morning was Benjamin Franklin Furter. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, if we, maybe wear something on the podcast today, what do we have? Well, we got I got a lot of fucking shit in there, dude. I got a lot of costume shit in there. We got some cool stuff. There's like a Sherlock Holmes hat that I've never worn. I think I bought it for Film Juice back in the day.
I would have worn it.
I know, but now look at
I would
you.
have gone on top of Garfield. What is
Detective Garfield.
Yeah, Detective Garfield. What are these?
Like ear hair or whiskers or something?
Ear hairs? Nice.
Something like that.
I got my own custom ear hairs.
Yeah, I don't know, but whatever it is, it works. Like, it looks good.
Yeah, no, it feels it's maximum comfort. If I didn't have clothes on underneath, I would be probably asleep by now.
It is kind of funny seeing like the gentleman's quarters, the business casual quarters coming out of
the Garfield.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I'm really happy with this.
it looks really good.
Yeah.
It's a cool costume.
Also, the other option, that's the highest quality sorting hat I've ever seen in person.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm glad.
That
I
was a
should've brought that
Spirit
up.
Halloween find?
Spirit Halloween, baby, right there when you walk in.
That's
I'm pretty
the
sure I
one.
went to the same one that you
Yeah.
were talking about last week.
There was no incidences, was there? Was there anybody else in there?
There might have been one other. Yeah, there were a couple people in there actually by the time I got out of there. But the Spirit Halloween,
Did you have a cart?
I didn't have a cart. I should have got one,
Should've got a
but I was
basket
just
cart.
carrying so many things. But I was like, whatever, I'll deal with it. But the Spirit Halloween seasonal employees. Now, look, no offense to them. I do feel like if you are a Spirit Halloween seasonal employee, unless you're doing it as like a side hustle kind of thing, you are maybe not the top quality candidate that people are searching for on Indeed or ZipRecruiter. I'm not really sure how you get a job at Spirit. Maybe you just find a flyer coming out of a sewer or something. Maybe like the It Clown is like, minimum wage, something like that. We'll work on it. But they really like to give you their whole backstory when you're there.
Really? You got some?
I got the Spirit Halloween guys. I know everything about them now. I could probably guess, their security questions like, what's your mother's maiden name?
Name of your first pet.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I thought that they had more than $42 in their checking accounts, I could break into it very easily.
You want to know what you got to do? You got to do the Now You See Me bit.
The Jesse Eisenberg vehicle?
No, you know the movie Now You See Me?
Yes, that stars Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I know, but you know when they're on the plane and they're like, here, I've been practicing my mentalism. And he's like, you grew up with a tough background. You had a dog. Its name was, and then he's like, nope, I grew up blah blah blah. I had a cat named Fluffy or something or Mr. Fluffigans or something like that.
Yeah,
and that's the answer to a security question. That's how they hack his bank account.
Well, that's that. The games that people will play where they'll be like your first pet's name and like the street you grew up on is your porn star name.
Yeah.
That's what those games are designed to do, is to steal
hack
your information. Yeah, so you better watch out.
I don't really play many of those, but that's funny. That's,
you gotta be careful.
They're nailing
you gotta be
it.
careful. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, this is so fun. This is my stripper name is, Scout Lane or something like that.
This is my stripper name, 0146. It's just their social security number.
Yeah. Pretty cool. That's a pretty nice skull.
No, it's a great
all
skull.
All things considered. A
great
little
skull.
bit of movement.
Yeah.
Very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque, I feel.
It's a great skull.
He could fit in on the ride. No problem.
It's a really good skull.
Folks, if you're listening to this, it's Halloween, all right? But don't panic, okay? If you forgot to get candy, you're still in good shape. You don't even have to leave the house because you can use Instacart. How lucky are you that you get to live in the Instacart age, the Instacart era? That's what people are calling it. I don't know. That's just what I've heard on the streets. Okay, and the great news is you can get more than just groceries. You can also get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores when you use Instacart. But the best part is that right now, 2 in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on the first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in the episode description. Bing, bang, boom. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I don't remember how I usually end this ad. Start using Instacart today. You want to do something nice for yourself? Do you? Why not? Treat yourself. You deserve it. Things are hard, okay? You deserve a little something nice, okay? Something that's going to make you look good, make you feel good, make you feel happiness when you look at it, stuff like that. And there's no better place to go than snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. That's where we've got all of our great merch. You can hit the link in the episode description right here. We've got hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, bucket hats, slides, notebooks, fanny packs, baseball hats. I can't even list all this stuff. There's so much great stuff on there. Go ahead and check it out. Also, the quality of this stuff, by the way, we would not cheap out on you, okay, with that Gildan brand. It fits, it's gross, it's terrible. No, this is the real deal, baby, okay? This is like Target quality shit I'm talking about here. So, again, check that out for yourself at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', you can email it. And if you're interested... And if you're interested in advertising on this show, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. You know, these big companies like McDonald's, State Farm, and everything, they're moving into the podcasting advertising space because of how effective it's been shown to be. It's pretty crazy. It's cool to see companies of that size, you know, move into podcasting away from the more traditional media like TV commercials, whatever. The problem is there hasn't really been any room left for smaller or local businesses to get in on the action yet, but that's what we are here for. That's what we are all about. So, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits to podcast advertising, once again, hit us up. Reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Dude, how many people do you think are like, when I die, get my ashes on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride or in the Haunted Mansion? There must be at least one a day.
Isn't there a place at Disney World where they're like, they got to be on the lookout because people are always
it's
trying to spread
I
their
think it's a haunted
ashes?
mansion. I think it's a haunted mansion. They're trying to become one of the 99 happy haunts or whatever's over there.
There's
Or
room for one more.
999. Yeah.
Yeah.
They say there's room for one more. That's on
Yeah.
them, dude.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Honestly,
That's an invite.
I don't think I'm jonesing to be cremated, but if I end up cremated, you should spread me in the haunted mansion.
Spread me in the haunted mansion, baby.
Yeah.
God, have I heard that before?
I mean, realistically, when they tip that cart back when you're going down the hill.
Yeah. Whoa!
Yeah.
Something like that. What do
No,
you
I
do?
meant you're talking about spread me. In
Oh,
the
when it's
haunted
going
mansion.
down?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, haunted mansion. There's a I don't know if I'd call it quite an epidemic, but there's a slew of like Disney World is a big hotspot for like teenagers to finger each other. Like if you grow up in like Orlando or near Disneyland,
That's the spot to go.
California,
You're going to Disney with a chick.
they always like and Haunted Mansion is probably the best ride to finger / get fingered on, wouldn't you say? You're in your own private buggy. It's mad dark. You can't really see inside the other Doom buggies.
Yeah, until a hitchhiking ghoul follows you home.
Then he's gonna see some shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Space Mountain? No, you can't do Space Mountain because the
It's a
cars
single
are
seat,
single
yeah.
jack. You got to put your arm back there, and
Yeah.
I'm hitting something wet. I don't know if I'm in the right spot, but maybe somebody spilled something.
Oh, Andy.
But yeah, it's got to be Haunted
Disney
Mansion.
World's supposed to be the happiest place on earth.
You're telling me? Come on, but
Got me there.
yeah.
I do. I think I've talked about this before, but I love haunted houses.
Oh yeah.
So me and friend of the podcast Adriana Medici, we did our annual trip to Fright World. The numbers keep falling off because people keep being like, "Man, you guys are getting too old for that shit," and we're like, "Nah, we're still going."
There's an age limit on haunted houses.
No, there
Says
should
who?
not.
I
Exactly.
didn't think so.
And you know what? It really, not that I need to feel, what's the word?
Special?
No,
Scared?
no.
Happy?
Like
Emotionally fulfilled?
no, like
Satisfied?
what
sexually.
you're doing is right. Validated. Not that I need to be validated, but I was.
It would take me 25
was
minutes
like-
to get there.
I was like, man, I don't think we're like. I think it's still fun. Like we go every year, and
Yeah.
I say every year, still fun. And I'll tell you right now, was still fun. And also, I think we kind of went Oppo approach. We went like we went at like 8:00, as opposed to going like later, because I think the kids probably think it's cooler to go later. There was
Yeah.
mad old people, like people way older than I was.
That's cool.
And dude, so much fun. Still scary as shit.
I bet.
It gets me every time.
So-
I scream like a bitch when I'm in haunted houses.
When you went to one of these places, is it like one where there's like different sections or whatever?
Yeah, it was Fright World. I'll
Fright
I'll
World,
shout it out
okay.
by name. It was Fright World.
So what do you have there? Do you have like a
You
typical?
got 5 houses.
Yeah. So what are they?
All right,
what are
so-
the categories? I guess.
So there's one that's like okay, so there's one that's carnival based.
Spooky.
Yeah, clowns and shit. There's one called I'm gonna look up the names because I think the names do a pretty good job.
Okay. I'll try and
Um,
pull it up
no,
on
I
my
got-
computer. But just in case.
Yeah, you take too long to do stuff.
Yeah,
though.
absolutely. I absolutely do. And I spelled everything wrong right there too.
Yeah, me too.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Um,
Fright
Here
World,
we go.
America's Scream Park.
Here we go.
Is Fright World like a chain? Do they have them in other states?
No,
and stuff?
dude, but it's a big deal.
Excuse me.
So here we go. They have, it's called Night Stalkers Reloaded. I wonder if they have a learn more. I wonder if they have like a write up. Oh yeah. They do. So we'll go. So Night Stalk, as you scramble your way through the shuttersome basement filled to the brim with remnants of now wasted belongings, you come in contact with creatures lurking in your pathway. The only light guiding you through this dark and twisted building comes from the radioactive waste that has turned the inhabitants into the creatures you see before your eyes. Find your way out before you suffer the same fate as these stalkers.
That's it right there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one, there's a lot of freaky looking folks. And then they have Erie State Asylum,
Ooh.
an abandoned rundown asylum once known for horrendous mistreatment of patient has been left as a crumbling ruin on the outskirts of town. You enter the institution overcome with unnerving feeling of being watched. Will you escape or become the next victim? That one's, I would say, like the most, like that one's okay.
Interesting.
I think
a lot of people in straight jackets and
I don't
stuff.
remember which one. See, now I don't. Yeah, but there's not quite as much. It's just like there's not quite as much like jump scaring. It's just there's a lot of
I
crazy
feel that.
people.
Yeah.
Like this guy, said something to Adriano and like jumped out at Adriano. He was in front of me, and Adriano was like, "Don't fuck with me, like fuck with him," like pointing at me, and like he's in an asylum. So he went full character. He was like, "I don't want to fuck him." He was like, "I want to eat your mustache." Got real fucking
No way
weird.
he
yeah.
said that line.
Want to lick it off his face.
That's an all-time
Lick it
line.
off his face.
That's an all-time line.
I think this is the one. Insanity, confusion, disorientation, perplexion, a few senses that will overcome you during your time here. Andy, it's fucked. All it is strobe lights and it's a fence maze, and it's like foggy strobe lights, and you can't see anything, and that one fucks with you. That one's pretty crazy. The Carnival Boneyard one, but the Grindhouse is the one I think they've had the longest. Like that's the one.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Changed, like it's they got some buried deep in the bayou in an old rustic cabin overgrown with vines and moss and half buried in muck. It's easy to miss, and trust me, you should. It's known locally as the Grindhouse, a place inhabited by the most beastly and primitive killers imaginable. Strange how the tales get told of the brutal slayings, dismemberments, and because anyone who ventures near that Grindhouse never returns. Okay, here's my thing with the Grindhouse, and this is my number one thing with haunted houses. Chainsaws, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Chainsaws in haunted houses freak me out because the sound and the smell of like a little like the gasoline and like the two-stroke motor freak me out. I do not like it when it pop, and you know it's coming too because you can smell it and hear it like in front of you.
Yeah.
So you have to walk into a room knowing somebody's about to jump out at you with a chainsaw. Yeah. I like haunted houses though. Here's the thing. I've said this before. I'm sure I said this last Halloween. People that are like, "Oh, haunted houses aren't scary," like that's your decision to think that, but that's gonna make it not fun. Like, what's the point in going? You know what I mean? Like, go and enjoy it and be scared. That's the point of it. It's scary. It's fun.
People
like,
gotta have a good
live
time.
Live in the moment. And also, here's another take I have, and this maybe is offensive, but like, if you're a person, and I know they take like serious pride in it too. Like I feel like they have shows on like Discovery Channel during Halloween about like training for being in haunted houses.
Yeah, I've
you know
seen
what
some
I mean?
shit like that.
Like to me, again, no offense, but if you're doing that shit every night of the week, like dressed up all like super freaky and making like the noises that some people can make is what freak me out. Like the like unhumanly like, you know what I mean? I don't even know the noises.
Spooky.
Yeah, just like I couldn't even try to make one. But like especially in like this one or the Night Stalkers one where they're all like mutated, they'll make like these fucking crazy noises like I don't, that was horrible example. See, it's not scary, but like that's like shit that you hear and it will give you nightmares. And that's the shit that that scares me the most about haunted houses is like they're doing that, and yeah, they're like an actor of sorts, but also I do think that you have to be a little bit off in the brain to like be doing that shit.
I actually know quite a few people who do that because a lot of them are like actors.
Yeah.
And they do that, and that never really appealed to me. But some people.
Because
The guy at Spirit Halloween today, he was dressed like a banana, and that's one of the things he told me. He was like, "I'm actually a haunted house actor. I've done a lot of work up in Connecticut." He was also Beetlejuice. You like it? But he was like, "Yeah, I only did one around here, and people got shot there, and blah blah blah. Whatever." I've only been to one like haunted house like this, and it actually was Fright World. And I think it was before I could drive. So it was maybe like my first year of high school or something like that. Went with my big group of friends. I don't know why they wanted to go because none of them like scary stuff. But my one buddy, who I won't say his name because he'll be embarrassed.
Gloves?
No. But like the largest of my friends, like in stature, he was like, "No, I'm not going in." We all showed up. We were standing in front of the thing, and he's saying to one of my friends, like, "Please don't go in there. Just stay out here with me. Let the rest of them go in so I don't have to go." And she was like, "Sorry, dude." So we all go in there, and it was a blast. The only thing that scared me was in the one that was like looked like a traditional like haunted mansion type deal house was a chair. You know that chair costume? Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, dude.
Somebody was dressed as a chair?
Somebody was dressed as a chair. Let's see if I can get it up quick. Which, well, we all know that is impossible.
That's not going to happen.
But so we walk into this room. These aren't even that good. But there's like a...
It was a good chair.
It looks like a chair.
Scary.
Like you're just sitting in it. And, it looks like a regular chair. So we walk into this room. It's totally empty, aside from this chair.
They're never empty, bro.
And then this chair starts moving, and that scared the fuck out of me. I was like, that's the coolest costume ever.
They're never empty.
I mean, it's truly just a chair. Like, it's like this. It's not like that. It's way better. Because you can't tell that it's a person at all.
Yeah.
It just looks like a chair, and then the chair starts moving. But then we went into that, they had that fence maze type thing. And we could not find our way out. My buddy got pickpocketed, the one who was scared to go in the first place, so he had a bad experience. But then we were like so lost. There was a guy.
How certain are we that he got pickpocketed?
Certain. These little kids got him. Like fucking Mumbai street urchins were walking around Fright World and got his ass.
They're still in that chain link fence.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Sniping things from people.
Doing that. Oh, you've never seen Slumdog Millionaire, have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, because we in that class.
Film studies.
That's a great flick. I love that movie.
Me too. I've actually tried to go back and rewatch it, but it's not easily accessible. I mean, I'm sure you can rent it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can definitely rent it on Amazon. It's
Maybe
probably
I'll
on Max or something now.
Dude, I might rent Slumdog Millionaire pretty soon.
You are throwing a Halloween party this year.
Yes.
Have you thrown a party of this scale yet in the new house?
I
know you've had some shindigs and some people over for things of that nature, but this a Halloween party is something. It's a different animal.
Yeah, this will be I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say. We've definitely had some themed shindigs. See, I'm a big Halloween party guy. Like I've thrown a Halloween party for probably 6 or 7 years running now. Like in different locations, but to your point, like this is last year, we threw the Halloween party at my old apartment, as the last hurrah at my old apartment. I already closed on the house.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. We got a lot of stuff. We're gonna have it cooking. I think it's gonna be a good amount of spooky. Like I think it's gonna be very, very good spooky. I've actually been thinking that because it's the weekend following Halloween, obviously, like it's Halloween ends. So I've actually been thinking I might try to get into Spirit Halloween that day and see if there's if they're slinging anything on the low.
Right, get the steals and deals.
Yeah, get the steals and deals. clear out their inventory.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff,
Dude,
to
so
tell you the
cool.
truth.
I love Spirit Halloween.
Me too. Like, I love all the movie stuff. Like, I
Dude.
bought a bunch of... Well, I bought this shit from the Disney Haunted Mansion.
They
but,
had
yeah.
they have this guy, you know, the ball in the center of the table and the ride.
Madame Leota?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have Madame Leota's like thing. It's on like a guy like this, like he's on the front of it, and then it's about and it projects like on the ceiling. Dude, I wanted it so bad.
Oh, that's cool.
It was pretty expensive.
It's got to run you at least $80,
Yeah, it was up
right?
there. It was
Yeah.
They had like a smaller, like cheap plasticky version, but the try me button didn't work, and I was like, I'm
Damn.
not fooling around.
That's
with
cool. A Madame Leota would be sick.
It. Yeah. Well, it's not her head. But it projects like the things that spin around the room, like you
Like
know,
the
on
instruments
ride?
and shit?
Yeah.
No
Like it
way.
projects them like a
Oh,
light
that's cool.
projector thing. So I didn't get that one, but I did get a ghosty one that like projects dancing ghosts. So those would be
Nice.
somewhere probably on the wall.
And see if you can spot 'em.
I bought. I know I talked about this last week, but I bought the low lying fog machine.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about that is at my old Halloween parties, I used to fucking pump fog machine smoke just into the whole apartment. Like you
Wow.
couldn't see a fucking thing, dude. It was blind because it just goes everywhere. But the low lying fog is supposed to stay low lying. So I'm gonna run some tests in the next couple days and see how low it really lies, because I would like to have like just some ankle deep
So
fog across
spooky.
the whole joint. Yeah, we got the all the other props and gizmos and gadgets. I really wanted to get. They had a pop-up coffin, and I really wanted to get a pop-up coffin, and just like maybe at one point like sneak myself into it and like try to bait somebody into kind of opening it up,
Mhm.
but didn't do it. They also had. I was at Party City, and it was on sale. It was like one of those big animatronic like type joints, but it was a claw machine. And like when you click the button as if you're like gonna start to play, it like gives you the whole like speech, like blah blah blah, and then like right when it like looks like you're gonna be able to start moving the thing, like the top pops up and there's like it's pretty freaky, and it was $190.
Holy shit.
But it was like a full size claw machine,
Wow.
and I was like, fuck,
Dude, those things are
Buy it.
getting really good.
They did the Spirit Halloween like displays with all the carnival shit
Yes.
this year was
That was
serious.
very
Yeah.
impressive. They did. I mean, that's a real deal. I never really liked all that kind of stuff. Like, you know what I really don't like are like the blow up, like the big blow up things.
Yeah, I'm not a big blow up guy.
Because that just like takes up all the space, you
See,
know. And you've
yeah.
got to have it's got to be what's the
I wish I had a
what's the
picture of
word?
my new
I don't know.
graveyard.
It's got to
set
look
up.
all the what do you call it? What's it, Emily? What's it called with the camera? Composition.
Proportional.
No, I think I'm saying composition. Yeah. It's got to be the composition of your house has to be
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
You got to come correct on Halloween.
My graveyard looks good.
Nice.
I've reorganized. I spread out. I picked up 2 more stones.
Cool.
Yeah, so I got 7 stones now. I mean
Wow.
that's half decent.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You moved the headstone, but you didn't move the bodies.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
So good.
and I've got some strobe lights hitting or not strobe lights. I've got spotlights hitting the stones.
Cool.
And then you get the fog. Gonna have the music, and then saw this thing. We got a mini projector. We have a mini projector, and I've got sheer curtains on these big windows on the front of my house. And people were hanging like white sheets over their windows, and then they hit it with the projector of like dancing skeletons and stuff like that. But I think it'll work on my sheer curtains. So I'm gonna hit. It's right behind my graveyard too, like in that big window. And I'm gonna hit it from the back with the dancing skeletons, so that there's some dancing skeletons like behind my graveyard.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And then so that's good. And then, of course, shout out to the boys. I've got right next to my door. I've got it's a statue of a golden retriever with a sheet. Like it's the statue has the sheet thrown over its face, so it looks like a ghost, you know what I mean? And it's like holding a little thing in its mouth that says Happy Halloween that lights up. So that's
cool.
lighthearted. And they also already came out at Home Depot with the Christmas edition of that lawn ornament. So I already bought the Christmas one too. I got Christmas golden retriever in my basement. It's got a little Christmas sweater on that says Merry Christmas.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Getting it all
decked out.
together. I'm excited to. I have never had. I've never given out candy in my own home before.
Crib, yeah.
So I mean, I know that these days kids don't trick or treat quite as much, which is fucked up and stupid. I don't care about stranger danger. I don't know what the deal is. Like, everybody's doing like the trunk or treat and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, I don't like that because most of the time they have them in church parking lots, and that's entrapment. You can't be doing that. Pedophile shit aside, like just church in general, I'm not down with. But, sorry, I lost my point. But just going off on the Catholics again. But
trick or treating.
But trick or treating, man, like you gotta.
Here's what you gotta do.
You gotta get boots on the ground.
Can I give you you gotta hard and fast.
Okay.
You gotta make kids say trick or treat. Because
Yeah.
like little kids will be like, and their parents will be like, say trick or treat or whatever. I stand there.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. Use your words. Use your words.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Basket of candy. Yeah.
And
say
dude,
trick or
and
treat,
you know I'm
bitch.
giving out the full sizes.
Yeah.
So, and dude, I'm also gonna let the kids know, like, if you come back and you get a little bit of a different costume, or even if like you get if
you
there's
hit a
two of
costume
you, if
swap-
you just swap costumes,
Yeah.
come back, I will give you more candy.
A costume swap is always instant candy. We used to hit some costume swaps back in
Dude,
the day.
the king of the costume swap was Ehab. I don't know if you remember.
He would
this
just
was
go to the same neighborhood, different costume.
different costumes, dude.
Yeah.
There
I don't
were
remember.
Halloween nights. I'd see Ehab 3-4 times. I'd be like, "What's going on, brother?" Absolute king of the Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Ehab, and they weren't always like crazy, but it was
just
different.
A mask,
But it was
mask.
great.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. As long
Yeah.
as you put a little bit of effort
Dude,
in,
I'm
the
I
world is
agree.
yours. The world is yours.
I agree. I'm down for trick or treating. I gotta get you want. This is a touch. I gotta get some dog treats teed up too. Some people trick or treat with their dogs.
That's cool.
Dude, actually, I would love to do this. I'm not going to, but I saw somebody that had a good setup too. They had like a take one bowl. So they had a table set up,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a label like on a big bowl of candy that said like for the kids, take one, and then on the other like on the table next to it was a full like a cooler that said parents take one. Like parents probably assuming there was beers in it, but there was a tablecloth on it so you couldn't see the bottom, and the parents would open the cooler and the guy was in the cooler in like a Michael Myers mask and he'd fucking jump out at the parents.
That's cool.
Yeah. Or like, you know how you have the stuffed guy on your porch?
Yeah.
If you do stuffed guy like all the way leading up to Halloween, so passerbyers see the stuffed guy, and then on Halloween you go in the stuffed guy,
That was the scariest thing as a kid.
not knowing if there was a real person.
Not
in the stuffed
knowing.
guy.
You never know.
Yeah,
you
dude, I
never
didn't-
know.
I
And there
didn't-
would, man, I feel like that.
I'd straight up be passing houses.
Dude,
if they had
so spooky.
if there was a Michael Myers on the porch that was maybe or maybe not stuffed, I was skipping.
No, sir.
Next
No,
house.
sir. Because people, you don't realize how still people can sit until Halloween comes around.
Yeah.
I remember that there was that one house on our street that really went pretty hard every Halloween.
Yeah,
and
they
their
had the
costumes were crazy.
The one that had the haunted house.
Yeah,
like,
in their garage.
Dude, I want to get one of those. I'm on a tangent. But you ever seen people have those like inflatable like people have like parties in them, I guess. You can actually rent them. They're like just big like I don't know, 20 by 20 like inflatable like
Structures?
yeah, essentially it's just like a black roof and walls. It's just all inflatable.
It's cool.
I want to get one of those and
Halloween it up.
do like because they have them where like you can walk through both sides and just do a little twisty
Those
turny
are
like
so
little
fun.
like baby haunted house walk
Yeah.
up to get to my porch.
No, those are classic. You got one little light up kind of thing screaming. You got a skeleton here or there.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need.
Yeah,
It's fun.
strobe,
Just adds a little
some-
something special
some
to it, you know?
Fog.
I always
Fog,
like doing
dude,
those
you can't
too.
have
'cause
Halloween without fog.
you got. I love how into fog you are.
Dude, I love fog.
I'm a fog man.
My old fog machine had a button on it, and like Alex Bauer, like we would have to like steal the button from him because like it would like
Just
days
pumping
leading up to
fog.
Halloween, he'd be like in his office working, just cranking the house with fog.
That's fun.
Yeah,
A little Foghorn Leghorn action.
yeah.
Episode title: Foghorn Leghorn. It's bad. We'll think of something.
I don't know
better,
what. I don't get it.
but Foghorn Leghorn. He's a Looney Tune. He's like the big chicken. That's like
Is that
I
the chair
say.
costume you're talking about?
I'm a chair.
I'm a chair, duh.
No,
Oh.
that's funny though. I don't know what that means, but I like it. What do you think the most popular Halloween costume is going to be this year? Because I've already seen a couple people who are going as the
Couples
Costco
costumes?
guys.
Or
Well,
just in general?
just
I
in
feel
general.
like couples costumes usually get the most like popular.
Yeah.
I think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, I think, could be a big one.
Right. They weren't together last Halloween, were they?
I think they were, but I think it was
I can't remember.
just kind of the start of things. I think. Oh, you
Okay,
did.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so maybe I'm past the times there.
It might be.
I don't know what movies. What are the movies? Barbie was last year.
Barbie
so
was
that
last year.
passed.
I did see some Barbies this year already, though. Beetlejuice shit. Like,
Yeah.
that could be.
I don't know. Most popular.
Tough
Google
to
it.
say.
I'm curious.
I haven't seen, like, even going into the store today.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I haven't seen like a ton of like, oh, this is everybody's gonna be wearing this. You know,
Yeah.
it's a big year for shit like this, right? Like
Well,
just kind of your basic deal.
Yeah. We used to have a hot dog or we had a taco.
Yeah, we had
Dude,
the
what
taco.
happened? Hey, they're probably still at our parents' house, dude. We had a ton of costumes. I still have the Duffman costume somewhere. That's a great one.
Oh, that is a great costume.
Fake news. That's fake news. Don't click that link.
What, the CNN one?
Yeah.
They know. Sabrina Carpenter. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, but I could see it.
Oh, Ray Gun. I've heard people are going as Ray
What
Gun.
the fuck is Ray Gun?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a person or if it's
Gun?
just an object.
Raygun was that break dancer from the Olympics.
Oh,
yeah.
I have seen. That's a
Yeah.
funny costume.
That's
dude.
gonna be
Yeah.
big.
I have seen that.
That one and the big dick French guy with the pole vaulter or whatever
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
That one I've heard. I think that one's gonna be big too.
I've seen a lot of Chapel Rowan so far. That
Oh,
singer.
yeah.
Who's Chapel
Yes.
Roan.
She's just like a pop singer who's been really popular.
Yeah,
this
well, you
year.
don't know Chapel Roan.
A
Come on,
Chipotle
Matthew.
burrito is
Envy
on the
from
list.
Inside Out. That's a cool one. Oh, Lady Deadpool. Deadpool could be big, but that's kind of stupid, I think. Oh, Dune. I don't think a lot of people are going to be going
No,
as Dune.
but that's a good one, dude.
I thought
That would be
know.
sick.
You'd never get me out of it, though. If I were the Lisan Al Gaib,
Dude.
you'd have to lock
The
me up.
problem
in the,
is
in
I
the
am the
asylum.
fucking Lisan Al Gaib.
That's the thing. I'm dressed as that every year, every day of the year.
I don't need to. This
This is my Lisan.
yeah, this is my Lisan Al Gaib fit. Yeah.
I
This is
saw
my
like
Lisan Al Gaib look.
10 people dressed as minions yesterday. Different people.
That's a good
like
costume.
different-
Yeah, a lot. You
different
still get a
places.
lot of minions.
The staying power of the Dick in a Box costume is
'Cause
that's
it
always
hits
a
every
hit.
time.
It's always a hit.
Because it hits every time. You find one of your boys, and you're like, "Hey, let's just throw on some suits and some."
I like
turtlenecks
even the gender swap stuff, like when two girls do Dick in a Box.
Yeah.
Like that's always funny.
Yeah.
Like my wife this year is dressing up as Ted Lasso,
What are you going as?
Coach Beard. And I'm like, I think she's gonna look really funny. I think it's gonna be
That-
really good. I'm
that's a
excited
good
for
one.
it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How are you gonna go? You got to start growing. Are you gonna dye your
Oh, I
beard
guess I
red?
should. No, I mean, if I do grow it out a little bit more, then it will be.
I mean, you
it'll
only
look
got-
redder.
You got 4 days.
Yeah. We just got to
I saw that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's probably fine. So I've got one episode of the whole series left.
Really?
Series finale is the only one I got to see. So we just watched the one. I don't know if it was 2 episodes or the last one where Coach Beard shows up at. Spoiler alert for Ted Lasso, where he shows up at Nate's house and he tells his whole backstory about how him and Ted met.
Oh, because he was in. Did you watch it yet?
Yeah, yeah,
He was in jail.
and just that
Didn't
guy
I spoil that for you on accident at one point in time?
probably.
I
I don't know. Who cares? But just the phrase "stealing a loaf of meth" that got me. That guy should win. That guy. I don't know if he did. He should still be eligible to win an Emmy or even an Academy Award. They don't even give out Oscars for TV, but he deserves one
Yeah,
just for the
stealing a
way
loaf
he
of
said
meth.
"stealing a loaf of meth." That was all time. That was all time. Absolute legend. Well, we ought to do the who would win.
Yeah, we do.
And I remember who it is, so don't even tell me about it because I already know exactly who the people are for this who would win.
I don't.
and the who would win. I mean, well, good thing I remember them because my mind is a steel trap, and I completely remember exactly who we decided on. And this week's who would win of the week is the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob versus King Boo from Mario and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Flying
From,
Dutchman. He's been around
Mario
forever.
Universe.
How are you gonna beat him? You can't. Even if you're King Boo, King of the Boos.
Nah, King Boo's a dog. Really, King Boo is. So there's only one person. So it depends on. So okay, let me start with the Flying Dutchman. First of all, sneaky a bitch. Remember, doesn't SpongeBob and Patrick make him cry?
There might be something about Emily. Do you remember? Do they scare him? That sounds like an episode.
I
thing.
think that he just like can't fucking stand them anymore.
Oh, because
like,
I
they annoy
think
the shit out of
he
him.
tries to scare them, and they don't get scared because they're too dumb,
Yeah.
and so he gets
Yeah.
upset.
I feel like they like bully him into being a good person though. Like that's
Don't
how
they-
they leave him.
Right.
They like scare him during like a Halloween episode or something.
Yeah.
When they all see SpongeBob's brain.
Yeah, that's a
under the
classic.
sheet.
Brain SpongeBob. Put that in. Who would win.
So I like right off the bat. I mean, Flying Dutchman obviously has some Flying Dutchman abilities. He's a green gooey
green
guy that
pirate.
lives underwater. But King Boo, like I said, dog. There's only one person in Mario Kart that I'll ever play as. Oh, well, for the most part, I'm a big King Boo guy, but it all depends on who my opponent is playing as. If I'm playing another person, not a CPU, because size matters. If you're playing another person, like if they go big character, like if they go Bowser or Dry Bowser or Donkey Kong or somebody that's got some mass to them, they'll and you're rubbing is racing, so you got to have size to match.
right.
King Boo brings that size. I'm a big King Boo fan. But yeah, also if you go back to I can't think of it right now, but I like King Boo off the jump. Also, King Boo can like go. He's also, a ghost, so he can go transparent and like not.
So
he can
can-
phase through things.
so can
Yeah, so
Flying
that's what I'm
Dutchman.
saying. Is like they both have that ability.
Right. That's not going to help him. Which is pretty. That's an important thing to clarify there. Here's what I will say. The Flying Dutchman is clearly like the captain of that ghost ship.
Yes.
No crew. Where's the crew?
Yeah.
Even if they died, they must have abandoned him. King Boo, he's king of the Boos. He's
Yeah,
got his
he's
army.
got
They're
little
ride or
boos.
die for him. He
Yeah.
must be a better leader than the
He's got
Flying
mad
Dutchman.
boos.
You know what I'm saying?
I love
even if
that
it's
take,
like
Andy.
even if it's like a fear over respect thing, like the King Boo still holds it down
Yeah.
in the way that the Flying Dutchman just can't.
I love that take, Andy. That is.
Unfortunately, I'm
that's-
talking myself out of Flying Dutchman like that because I really want him to win. I mean, I like pirates. He's got a sword and all that stuff, but
Yeah, yo ho.
I mean, you just got to look at the leadership abilities here. You know, like King Boo probably went to Boys State. Flying Dutchman, not a chance.
Respect is.
Discipline is the instant and willing obedience to all orders, respect for authority, and teamwork, sir.
No, I was thinking of that book about the Nazi youth group that teacher starts.
Oh yeah.
Respect is.
I don't remember that because I never read it.
Yeah,
But-
you didn't.
But I lived it at Boys
Yeah.
State, so I didn't have to read it.
Look, I got some blood wax.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, I
It
don't mind
fell
It's
right
not-
on the skull.
It's not blooding as much as
No, I know. Well, I took a risk going for the black ones because it
they have
looked-
white blood ones.
They do have white.
No, the
blood
black
ones.
looks way better. I don't think it.
Well,
like
if it
they're
was-
kind of I think
It's
you
still
gotta-
pooling.
Yeah, you got.
So the longer they burn, the bloodier
Yeah,
it'll get, baby.
true,
That's the
true,
blood
true,
candle
true, true.
promise.
I
Look how
actually think
creepy
the
the
point
wicks
of the
look,
blood
though.
candle is more so when it's not lit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for
yeah,
ambiance.
yeah,
we
yeah.
should lock in the who would win though before we keep
Okay.
talking about blood candles.
I'm gonna take King Boo.
I want the Flying Dutchman to don't throw wax at me, brother. This is
Blood
an
wax.
expensive wig.
Blood wax.
I want the Flying Dutchman to win so bad, but I just don't think he has that dog in him. He does not stand on business the way that King Boo does, if I may say.
Yeah, that's
to borrow
true.
a phrase, he does
That's
not stand
true.
on business the way King Boo
That's
does.
true.
That's just fact of the matter. So I have to pick King Boo.
Coming to the trap, we take the trap. Kirk Cousins, King Boo.
Boom. There it is.
Handshake
Said
meme.
it all.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. The Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob versus King Boo from the Mario universe, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy
The
King Boo.
Nintendo verse.
A lot of Halloween talk the past few weeks.
It's
but that's
Halloween.
because it's what we do, Andy.
And today's how the
Today
day
is
this episode's
Halloween.
coming out is Halloween. which is
Happy
pretty cool.
Halloween.
We had,
Get out there.
you know,
Do
it's,
tricks or treats. I'm also, bring tricks back, too. When's the last time somebody got their shit TP'd on Halloween?
yeah, TP.
Are they still doing that?
I'm sure somewhere. I don't know. TP.
TP somebody's shit.
But TP is also
But
littering.
don't actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't actually because
But
I
TP's
don't want to
cool.
be liable. But bring back some tricks.
Eggs I don't like.
Harmless tricks. Yeah. Harmless pranks. No harm.
No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul.
No
as they
tricks,
say.
no treats.
No tricks, no treats, baby. Come on now.
Episode title right there. No tricks,
No
no
tricks, no
treats.
treats.
We did it.
Happy Halloween. And to all, a good night.
May all your spooks come true.
Yeah. And let a hitchhiking ghoul follow you home.
Terrific.
Andy, I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.